This is Buster, and he's here for us to try and get him to accept his new friend. The owners have had Buster for some years and decided they wanted to get him a friend, and they went to a rescue centre up north and purchased Bella, who is, you can probably see, sat over there. And they weren't really told how to match up bunnies and thought they could pretty much put them together, and of course they had quite a bad fight, even though they'd been separated just by a partition for a while. Bella kept flying at poor Buster and gave him quite a nasty injury on his shoulder, and they were on the point of really giving up, and then they contacted me, and we said, well, let's give it a go on neutral territory, and the response so far has been quite different. Bella is still very bossy, but she hasn't tried to really hurt Buster. We've had a bit of fur pulling by both of them actually, it's not just Bella. Buster has done his fair share too, but nothing serious. And they're now pretty much ignoring each other, which is actually quite good. That's the first step to starting to accept the situation. And I'm hoping over time that they will learn to love each other, which would be quite nice. Territory is a very, very important aspect to bear in mind when you are matching up rabbits. It is sheer folly to try and expect a rabbit to accept another one on its patch. It's just very rarely going to happen like that. I have written an article on match-up, so it's a good idea if you are going to embark on finding a rabbit a friend that you have a good read of that and make sure you're fully aware of all the implications. Generally speaking, neutered male, neutered female pairing is best. If you don't neuter both parties, you will often get problems, so it is best to have them neutered first, unless there's a real good reason for not doing so. Generally, once they have been matched, it takes a little while for them to really bond very strongly. And in fact, initially, when they first meet on neutral territory, you're talking about possibly a week in that neutral territory before you can move them to where you want them to be. If you move them too quickly, then you're still going to get a territory issue. Obviously, if you want to discuss any of the issues regarding match-up, either ring me or email me on the website. That's absolutely fine, and I can do my best to help you. This particular pair from here will be going to the lady's parents' conservatory for another week or so, just to see if we can cement this good start that we've made. I'm hoping so. It's been a very difficult match-up, this one. But the end point is really worth it. Once you get bunnies to get on, they are just so much happier. It really is worth doing. This is Bella. She's certainly the bossiest of the two, but she now actually wants to make friends with Buster, and Buster's just got to learn to trust her now. That's going to be the problem. But they actually almost sat side by side earlier this morning, so I've got my fingers crossed that this is going to work. She's just having a quiet 5 minutes, I think, before she starts charging around again. Rabbits are incredibly complex creatures. Just when you think you've got the hang of something, they go and do something and make you change your mind again. Well worth the effort to getting to know them, like. Oh, this isn't a match made in heaven with these two bunnies. This is again Buster and Bella. But major breakthrough in respect, they're sitting reasonably close, eating quite comfortably, quite relaxed. This is such a step forward, considering what they were like to start with. I feel reasonably hopeful that maybe they will never really deeply bond, but I think they can accept each other and get the benefits of companionship, which I suppose is better than nothing. I think Bella still wears the trousers though. And isn't that just typical of a rabbit? As soon as you say one thing, they do something else. Never mind. Ah, here he comes. What a handsome fellow. That's what we call a real rabbit. A rabbit should be. Today they're going to be picked up by their owners and they're going to be going hopefully into another neutral area where we can continue the work we started here. And I'm reasonably hopeful that within the next couple of weeks they can return back to the normal environment again. And at least accept each other, which would be really, really good. Having two separate sets of bunnies is such a nuisance. Having to take turns in the run and all that kind of thing. So if they can at least accept each other, then they can share all that all the time. And that'd be really good. Now, see, a few days ago they would never have done this. There's no way they would have sat this close. At all. Yeah, I'm happy with this.